Hey guys, it's Eric.
This is Tim.
Glenda?
Chris.
We are D&D Miniature and Board Games. And tonight, after playing, well, for Tim and Glenda and I, several, Chris was his first one, Endure the Stars. As you guys know, we normally review them after we play them. We give a score of 1 to 5, 5 being excellent, greatest thing we've ever played in the world, 3 being average, nothing good, nothing bad, just in the middle, and 1 being a steaming pile of cow dung.
Bad.
Graphics and artwork, we always throw it to Tim because Tim, this is his, that's what draws him to a game a lot of times.
There's nothing outstanding about the graphics and artwork. They're good. It wasn't above and beyond. I thought it was pretty average for a game this size. I mean, it's a pretty massive amount of stuff. So I gave it a 3. I think it's right where a game this size should be at.
All right.
I mean, I'll be honest. I thought you were going to go for a 2 for that one.
Mm.
I mean, the graphics, it fits well with the theme of the game. It's about you're in space. Space is dark. It's all, and it fits the atmosphere. I gave it a 4 just for that. And the character art in the rulebook, as we'll go on later on, has very good art. It's very well pictured, well thought out, and I think the graphics are fine. I mean, they could have gone better with some of the stuff, some of the art on these cards here. There's not a lot you can do with a game like this, so they did what I think is fair.
So you gave it a 4?
I gave it a 4, yeah. I mean, I would have gone for a 3. His points were well thought of, but I mean, the character art is great. Some of the stuff, I mean, they put details into the tiles. Not a lot of people would put detail. I don't even think Zombicide has detail in the tiles to an extent like this.
I don't know. Zombicide does have a game tile in the mall. That's a table of them playing Zombicide.
Oh yeah. But I mean, yeah, they put some detail in some of the art, and I thought that was nice.
I gave it a 3. I just thought it was, like Tim said, where it needed to be. I felt that some of the things were better than some of the things they could have done more with. But it just averaged out for me to a 3.
Yeah. Well, at least the characters look nice.
Yeah.
I think that's the best art in the game, actually, the character art.
Glenda?
I gave it a 3. Wow, we all gave it a 3. Well, for me, it's not as
Not all of
detailed
us,
as I
I mean.
want. I'm sorry,
Single me out, okay.
I gave it a 3. Sorry.
It's not stock art, like that's...
He's here. Okay. But I think I know the darkness, like you said, space and all that, but as far as playing it, I think they could have done better with the color, the shading, and the details on the board and on the cards. I think there's more potential than that, so for me it's a 3, like it's basic.
Rulebook. This is actually one of the better rulebooks I've read. I read the initial rulebook. And I got a chance to go through the revised rulebook, and actually the initial rulebook I thought was extremely well done. But with the revised and the fact sheet, I had to give it a 4. I thought it was an exceptionally well done rulebook.
Oh, I thought it was a 5. I mean, I read some bad rulebooks. I mean, Mice and Mystics, I'm looking at you. Like, Jesus.
Calling them out.
It's extremely organized. You go from beginning to end, you understand everything. I read it once and I already grasped the whole concept.
That's a good rule book.
Yeah, it's a good rule book. And, not a lot, some games do this, but not a lot. They have the, I don't have an example here, but they got like some spreadsheet with enemy stuff and then rule summary. I mean, you gotta have that at the back of your book. Otherwise, you're not doing a good rule book. And this did it. And it did it well. So I thought it was a good rule book. I thought it was a great rule book. Hell, I read Zombicide rulebook and I thought I had a hard time with that too. I remember having a nightmare with that.
Have you ever noticed that Chris keeps just going back to Zombicide?
Yes, because I think it's the same game. I really do.
We're gonna get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Tim?
Alright, Tim?
Oh,
Because he's pointing at me.
I was staring Glenda down. I gave the rulebook a 3. I think it does what it's supposed to do. I always have problems with rulebooks, mainly because
Did you read it?
I mean,
Actually, he was one of the first of us to read it.
Oh yeah.
I read some of it, and then I started looking at pictures.
Because he does have a Georgia education. Linda?
I gave it a 4. Well laid out. Gave it a 4.
Man, I'm getting higher scores than all these, huh?
I'm sure that'll change.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with components first. Is that okay?
Sure.
By all means.
Alright. Listen. I love the miniatures. The cardstock on everything is great. And if it was based on just that alone, this game would have got a 5 for me. But unfortunately, I have to look at some of the other things. The radar blip tokens, I love the concept of them, but when you flip them over, it's kind of hard on some of them to tell what is what. What was a swarm? What was a Jaeger?
And they all just look alike.
The map tiles, they've got to be labeled somehow. Instead of having a reference that you have to flip to the book and go, do we have that tile? I mean, if it was the what was that one, the security room?
No, the armory.
The armory.
Either
Yeah.
or. Just, I mean, at one corner, just put armory. How hard would that have been?
Or even just label the tile.
A1.
Yeah.
Or better yet, like I
A2.
said. Yeah, A1, A2. Better yet,
Um,
put the tile on the card that you draw it out. There's just so much room in that card. Why not?
And the colors were so close. And then it's like, we used the big skull because the first player token is this little teeny tiny thing, and it's just like, okay.
It's about the size of this round, the base.
That's smaller than that. But
you should mention that you're not even using the components of the game.
well, we use those things more so because of the videoing.
Yeah.
The one for the heart and the one for the resolve and stuff. Those were fine. They're the size of what they are on the board. I just.
The doors.
Oh God, the doors.
Those doors are
These
bad.
little ones.
The doors are too small and they're the same color.
Yeah, they're black.
If we'd used the doors for this, no one would be able to see them. I don't.
We'd have to do a
playthrough.
constant double take. Be like, is that a door?
Yeah.
Right.
So, because of those, it hurts other aspects that I had to go with a 3. I wanted to do more, but I couldn't.
I mean,
Wow.
I did a 3-2 for the components. I mean, for the same points you did. I got nothing else to add. Miniatures are great. Fantastic miniatures. I mean, even these. I mean, this is cool. They got little color-coded circles around the base of the miniature.
Which is the same color, if you noticed, as the
Your card.
card
Yeah,
template, which Tim and Glenda pointed out to me when we played the first time. I didn't even catch
know
that.
this.
Yeah,
I know
we're
it's the
used to
first time.
picking. We're used to picking our favorite colors.
Yeah, usually,
So-
most of the
You
time,
match
you
it.
gotta, like, most games
I like
just
it,
have the
though.
figure, base with color, and I thought that was nice. I thought
That's
the
pretty good.
figuring, that added a lot to it. Like you said, the radar blips, the noise tokens, I mean, could use some work, yeah, but overall, pretty good, decent quality.
Glenda.
Yeah, it's a 3. Figures are nice. They're intimidating. I think that's the one that I like about
Intimidating
this.
is the word.
I'd
But-
say so.
And, I mean, they are, the figures are awesome. But other than that, and all the other components needed to play the game, it's there. But again, the door, the colors, and all that, it, again, boils down to the graphic and artwork. That's why I guess that I have the same score. It takes away from it. So,
If you have to go so far to decipher what's on that radar blip that it takes you time, it
Correct.
takes away from the being on top.
correct.
Yeah, you gotta have constant flow.
Because this game is a long game. There's so much things going on with this
I think you
game.
guys are right. I think we probably were using swarms for Jaegers.
At some
at
point,
times.
maybe. I think so.
Because I don't think we had enough tokens for Jaegers come out. And even with the 2 there, we should have had more.
So we're seeing,
Yeah.
the same thing. I mean,
What's your score?
I gave it a 2.
Wow.
It'd be different.
He's a
The-
blaster.
Come on, the miniatures are not.
The miniatures are the saving grace.
That's where the 2 comes from, because I think it's all it gets.
The miniatures are great. There's a good variety. They come with plenty of them. Detail on them's great. I love
I mean, they're cool mini or not, so.
the dashboards, big hard dashboards, but your cards, they're all dark, hard to see. Colors are even hard to see at a quick glance. Tiles, all of them are black. Everything is really dark inside the game. All the information cards that you need, like even when it comes to your event cards, it's like you've got this much room here and they use like 9-point text.
Yeah.
I don't wear glasses, but I needed magnifying glasses to see
Yeah,
it.
it's really
And you
dark.
You make another fine point regarding the card decks. They're not labeled at all either.
Yeah, it's
So
all
you had-
They're
colored
color coded, and I actually had to make out a
because you need
board
to keep track. Yeah,
to know what was what through
Yeah,
the
unless you
of what
play the
it
game
is.
enough to be like, oh, of course red is the event deck.
And I mean,
and blue is item. We know that now because we've been playing it all
Yeah,
night.
but if you were to set this up for the first
yeah,
time,
and it, like I said, the fact that there are really good points to some of the components is the reason why I couldn't just give it a 1. I mean, it really does detract from the play of the game when you're having to search through stuff and look hard to make sure, oh crap, did I go across here? Can I go there? Can I do this? Can I do that? Because I can't see inside of it. I mean, even some of the rooms inside your, the rooms, the sections you can move through and stuff like that, you have to double check to make sure that you're not walking through walls. I mean, it's just personal opinion, of course, but that could have been better. But I love the miniatures. I can't tell you, I can't take it away. I mean, the miniatures are great.
Hey, can
But
I
that-
point out something too?
Hell
How we
no, you
always
can't.
have.
why are you tapping me to do it? Just blurt it out, woman.
Can we have, it didn't come with that summary, right? The turn for every player, like
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's talking about.
But
like
it's
an-
not with us.
Yeah.
correct.
A small summary card for every player.
That would
Yeah.
be good. That,
Yeah, I
that
mean-
would be nice.
It would help to remind
rule
you.
summary is
Right.
cool and all, but one person
You know,
can't just pass around the rules.
Yeah.
so just like any
I don't
other
know. The way that
game.
one's made, you can.
But I think that would really be helpful. I think.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rules, like a rule summary sheet
Yeah.
for everybody.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
Card.
something
That's
you can
it.
make on your own.
All right, replayability. I gave replayability a 4. Now, I understand if this game does well, there will probably be expansions.
I mean,
But right now we have limited amount of tiles. Even though I bought an extra map pack, it's still the same style tiles. I tentatively see that you could make your own scenarios with this, but I don't think it would be as easy. It does have the 2 campaigns, and I saw that they do have where you can add in an app to put more, to create scenarios and create new map tiles. The abilities are there. They've got them on the site on their downloads. They even got a part where you can make cards. You can make your own cards for this game.
yeah, they got like custom stuff. I saw it online as well.
But that's why I gave it a 4. It's got replayability. I admit to it.
But I mean, I gave it a 4 as well. I agree in all those points, but I just came to realize that the only reason it's so replayable is because it's so adaptable. You can really make this game into anything. You take away the aliens, take away the space theme, and you can play it as whatever. You can set it. These can be ghosts, and we can be ghost hunters.
See,
Just like Tim tried.
my thing.
It was a ghost.
My thing is, this is a game just like Zombicide. And, a lot of the other games that we've played, that because the universe that they created is so pliable that you can mate and do things. There's endless. You can't, like, we couldn't set this right back up and have the exact same outcome.
No.
The exact same way. Replayability on this it's a 5.
It's near endless.
You will always play this game and have a different outcome from time
Every
before.
time.
Yeah, and that's why I gave it a 5.
So you gave it a...
I gave it a 4 because, yeah, you can't, as far as how many times can you play this, you can play this a lot. Will I play it that many times? Probably not. But I can't deny the fact that there is an unlimited amount of times you can play this, and that's fantastic. If anyone does enjoy this game, they can play it till they die. Of boredom.
Yep, I give it a 5. That's the endless possibilities that I always say. Every time you play this, you're gonna have a different scenario, different brain playing it, and you can have your house rule. You know, there you go. It can.
Drop
you can
the
drop
equipment
your
in the room
equipment
like
there
we...
in the
Yeah,
room,
and anybody
yeah.
else can go pick it up.
Somebody else can pick it up. I mean, you can do so much.
Is that a thing you guys do? Because we just signed the rules.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We
I mean, it's good.
We'll tell you some of our
we
house
can
rules that we
do
do.
so many things with this game.
Oh yeah, that's a conversation for a different day.
I mean, yeah, board games have that thing where you can just make the rules on your own and have fun with it. But did you give your?
Yep.
Because I don't think we pointed out the fact that it has a campaign setting, which is actually really important.
Oh, I did during mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really cool.
Because we haven't played anything but scenarios.
Yeah.
Yeah, and scenarios are fun, but replayability gets added on a whole lot more of a campaign.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
It's a progressive.
exactly. And
you can, I think if I remember looking at it, you could go one way or the other too.
yeah, and you know, now you said that's a good segue for. You want to go ahead and.
All right.
So the last segment.
It was fun. Or was... Do you want to
I will segue
replayability?
into that, but I'm sure that you probably have things to say.
No, go ahead. That's where we're going.
The
Go
segue into that was, it's not fun as a session-based game at all. I mean, not to say that there's no fun in it. It's just when you're playing, you don't advance, you don't progress. You're just the same guy, same character over and over, and you're just fighting for your life. And I can't stress this enough. In Zombicide, that's not a thing. You level up, you gain new powers, you gain new abilities, and you feel like a badass. You want to fight, you want to kill. In this, you want to hide, you want to be scared. You don't want to go out and to fight the big baddies that are going to wreck you as soon as you step out the door.
Well...
And that has a lot to do with the theme.
I must interject on one thing with that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Beside the fact that as many similarities as it's not Zombicide.
No, I know.
But if we're going to bring other games into it, Doom.
I haven't played it, I'm sorry.
Okay. Doom plays just like, kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't progress up.
No?
No. It is a slugfest through the whole thing.
Of course, in Doom you die, you come right back.
Well,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the death of this is what I think hurts it. Is that if you're playing a cooperative, but there's the thing too is it's not one of those games that everybody has to get out alive. It's one of those games that you're just trying to complete the mission no matter what.
Well, then make it a way where the objectives and the player elimination, where you can take out player elimination and still make the game interesting. You don't have to have it.
It is interesting, even with the player elimination. The big thing is, though, is it's our first time playing, really, like a real game. Like the other time we were just trying to figure stuff out. And I think doing that, the more you play it and the better accustomed, like you were pointing out earlier, the more you know your character, know their abilities, you know everybody else's character and abilities, you're able to formulate, how to proceed a hell of a lot better.
And we may have also chosen different characters.
Right, and we all kind of strapped on we strapped on the Rambo bandana and started running out there trying to.
Well, because the game itself makes me feel like we're about to play a guns and blazing shootout with aliens. The art itself makes me feel that way. It looks so badass.
I got a shotgun, man. I was blazing away.
Like, what did you like?
You killed one thing with a shot.
Like I said earlier, take away the space setting, take away the aliens, take away the minis. Would it be any fun then? Would you enjoy this game if it didn't have any minis?
It was counter based.
Just tokens.
Yeah.
It's called Xeno Shift.
Card game.
Yeah, you actually, good point.
You know what? Had it. What are we saying? Well, yeah. If you take away the game tiles and the miniatures and just have cards.
Yeah.
And then the abilities and
It's pretty much like Xeno Shift
Combat.
plays.
Huh.
Wave after wave. But
Okay, well,
I
scores
died-
for fun. Would
I gave it a 2. I would have given it a 1, but I did generally enjoy myself from time to time, and I did laugh. I did
Alright.
feel like a badass sometimes, and that was enjoyable. But I'm not
he
gonna.
felt real powerful in that suit until he realized that it was a hunk of crap surrounding him.
Yeah, and see,
And then he got out.
it empowers you. The game empowers you with all these cool abilities, like rifles, suits.
And then you roll like shit and don't do nothing.
You get dunked on hard,
Then you roll right in here and die.
and that takes away from the fun. But that's just.
I gave it a 4. It's a fun game. Even I died early on, and I still enjoyed sitting here watching and then creating my little ghost character to harass everybody. So
But that's commendable. Like I said, no one. The people that I used to play with would just outright leave the room. Like that's it. I would not see them again until it'd be like the game's over, and you'd be like, "Oh, I don't care."
That's the fan.
that's the
That's the fan in me.
character of us here.
Yeah, but that's the crux
but
of
you know
most
what?
player elimination games. And
Here's the thing though, is even though it's semi-cooperative,
semi.
well, it's cooperative. Sorry.
I was gonna say
Semi.
Well, it was.
It is.
It was not really fully.
What I was gonna say though is even though it's cooperative, not cooperative, any game from the dawn of time, if you take the miniatures game that H.G. Wells came up with, or you take Monopoly, or you take Life, the beginning games, the games that got people into playing board games, not every player is in the game the entire game.
Yeah, but when we
Players get eliminated. That's what happens in most games.
we were
like-
cavemen and you lost the game, you normally got eaten.
But the other player got the woman, so it's okay.
That's the thing. We've progressed from those board games. We've progressed from Life. We've progressed from Monopoly because player elimination has been very much frowned upon in the gaming community. No one has fun sitting out and not doing anything. And same thing why skip a
I like
turns
harassing
haven't
people.
existed. And like I said, I thought that was awesome. I was like, I wanted to applaud you just for staying here, because I was like, I was truly impressed. I was blown away from that.
And even after when he died, and even after I died, we still gave you guys hell.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I like pulling those event cards to screw you over.
But again, that's you guys as players, and that's not how everyone's going
Yeah,
to.
different groups, different
That's right.
ways.
And I've been in those different groups where the one player dies and the game ends. The game's over. What's the point of
That
playing?
was probably a generation gap.
So
I think so.
What did you give?
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 3. I had fun with it. I really did.
A wide array on that one.
It's a fun game. Okay,
They're gonna have a lore.
it's not the super happy, but it's fun. There's so much going on with it, and I have no problem with people getting eliminated. For me, that turns people off. But I think that's part of the game. That's how
Dodgeball. You're
not-
out.
Correct. Not
If you can dodge a
everybody.
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
If you didn't survive, well, you know what? That's the way it is because that's relatable. I mean, every scenario you're gonna have monster. Come on, you're not gonna survive that the whole time. So for me, that's not saying but that's just me.
There's a lot of games we've played where
That you're gonna
don't
die,
live.
and
Yeah.
that gives it fun. Like not throwing Besiege there, everybody hated it, but for me until now, it's still fun.
I
It's
still
for
love
me,
that
it's a
game.
challenge that you're trying to
we
win.
only won
We're
it
still
one
trying
time.
to win it. So for me, this is a
You guys should play
Fun
Ghost
game.
Stories.
this is a fun game. It's just in fairness
With your
to
help,
was
we
it
will.
Grimlord
Won't be
games,
much help.
they just compare it probably so much with Zombicide because of the mechanics. And which is true, you
It's the
can't take it
same
away. It is. The mechanics and all that. So, but other than that,
But
it's all
Here's the
its
thing.
own game,
You say it's the same
its
game,
own
but we're
way.
talking about now what's become the staple for cooperatives.
which is a lot of
Zombicide
people
is
like.
one of the highest selling games that hit
Correct,
Kickstarter every time
correct.
it hits it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's popular.
And the one thing they don't have is the sci-fi, which everybody's asking for. Grimlord Games gave us the sci-fi
So this is what it is. You know, it
with
is
some
the
tweaks.
twist. Uh-huh.
And those tweaks are actually kind of fun. Like I
It
said, those
is.
bleeps are awesome.
So I gave it a 3.
You know what? I'm the out of the spectrum, I guess. 4, 2, 3.
You had a 5, please?
I gave it a 5.
No way.
I really liked this game. I can't hold the things from the components from how I enjoyed the game.
Correct.
And I enjoyed characters that I was almost dead over there.
Yeah,
and I figured I wasn't going to make it out of the
basically-
room.
You basically were dead.
But I came back from that, and then when Tim ran over there, I was like, well, he's got half a chance, and then he rolled
Yeah.
really badly and died. And I enjoyed that part about not only do you have the wounds, but you also can take the head, the torso,
Damage
or the
over,
leg
damage over
damage.
time. That's what
I
it'll
do.
DOT.
I do believe that with the amount of creatures coming at you, and the amount of damage you can actually take,
Well, you
there's
can't-
got to be a better way of rejuvenating your health.
Yeah,
Correct,
needs to be a half a
Or
meter.
more.
Or more health.
Correct,
Because I know there's a lot of health packs in the items cards.
But
I know
oh
there's
my
a
God,
okay.
you
There's a
can't
med pack. Let's see.
That's
Noise,
a lot of draws.
power cell.
It's still not enough, Eric, as far as
There's the shield
what
stuff.
you're facing.
Yeah, and
If
like,
you don't get good armor right off the another med pack. If you don't
But
get
that-
good armor right off the bat, you're pretty dog screwed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
med pack.
but you're forced to sit in a room and search. What's stopping players from having the main strategy of just staying in the same room, searching for the entire game until they're fully packed and loaded and going? I think that in itself destroys a game for me. If I know that the best strategy is just to not do anything.
For me, 2 games, we lost the other one as well.
I almost had
But-
this one.
Almost, that's true.
The fact that we didn't outright win it, walk in there going, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, and just marching.
That's what made it fun for me.
I mean,
And
it
it's
was a
the challenge of,
Right.
of now it's like, I'm going to beat this game. Like Project Elite. I'm going to beat that game. We're going to beat it. We're going to beat effing scenario.
But a difficult game
You know?
doesn't have to mean that it's punishing you constantly. I mean,
Look, anytime I play a miniature game, like
He's punished constantly.
yeah, it's going to be punishment. And the fact that this one is creating a new, you got to start thinking differently, because if you think like Zombicide, you're going to die. So you got to think like these characters are built and based, and then you're going to have to start, like I said, the more you play, the better at being able to strategize you're going to be.
Better.
Well, my total view
Is blurred
is
without your
that
glasses?
no, we all have different opinions on the fun. We hit pretty close on components and rulebook and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like that.
fun to
We could continue to debate the finer points of it, and this could be a 4-hour video. But the general consensus, and it's a pretty wide view here on most of the things. I think we came really close with each other on the rulebook. The rulebook is
the
fantastic.
rulebook is just. I mean, I can't.
And the
they're
fun
wrong.
thing is
And I
the
think the
personal
components,
thing too.
the components we were all close on.
We all agree on everything
Yeah.
but the fun. Honestly.
And that's what
What
happens
makes
when
it-
you get 4 people together. Even when normally there's 3 of us, 3 to 4 people,
your views on
Yeah,
fun.
somebody's
is
not going to
different.
like it, somebody's really going to like
Right.
it, and that's the spread.
But the real question is, though, overall,
Overall,
where did it fall?
overall score of a 1 to 5 score, Endure Stars got a 3.6.
Still
Average?
high.
That's above average.
Wow.
Damn near a 4.
Damn near 4.
So 3.6 for Endure the Stars. Grimlord Games, Village Attacks is done in Kickstarter, but I still think you can still lay back if you want.
I would recommend that one.
Oh yeah,
More
just
than
minis alone. But as always, guys, support your local gaming. Tim, who do we support?
Discover Games, Fayetteville, Georgia.
Where's it at, Glendon, Fayetteville?
Fayetteville, behind, next to Goodwill, Harbor
it's
Freight,
next to a
Ruby
sprint.
Tuesdays,
Ruby-
it's right over there.
right
Okay.
there somewhere.
There's a sprint there.
No, it's just right there next to Harbor Freight. Just kidding.
As always, guys, game on.
We'd also like to thank, before Jackass signs off, our guest, Chris.
Oh,
Chris,
special.
For joining us and helping us with the playthrough.
Yeah.
I mean, I was being
different-
negative most of the time. I
All
feel
right,
kind of bad.
I didn't tell you to say
hey,
anything.
different brain, different point of view.
I've played none of these games. I've almost not played. So we've played completely different games.
See, there you go. A different brain, different view.
It's called
As always, guys, game on.
Game On, folks.
Game on.